I think there's not enough people who have played the new Pokemon Snap. It's really good.
I didn't play it, but I played the OG Pokemon Snap.
Hell
But
yeah.
the way that I played it is you used to be able to go to hotels, and then they would have, like, by the TV, they'd have N64s you could call and rent. And that's how I played. I played Pokemon Snap in a hotel N64 as a kid.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah. They did that up until, like, the GameCube era or something.
I should bring it back.
That'd be sick. Honestly, you know, I was just thinking about it, but I feel like net cafes and game bars used to be a lot more sought after than they are now, and I just wonder why it is. Maybe it's just because more people have access to the internet and game consoles and computers at home.
Yeah, people just have stuff. Like, stuff's expensive, but I think, especially back in the past, stuff was much more expensive. If you look at the prices of games in the past, especially like SNES era and stuff, and especially if you weren't in the US, like, I've heard, like, if you grew up, like, in Europe, having a 64 was, like, a big deal, because it was really expensive to get an N64 in Europe.
Yeah. You know, I was just watching a Scott the Woz video a while back, and he was talking about how game prices have changed so much over the years, and back then, like, games were still, like, $60-$70, but back then, that would have been huge.
Chrono Trigger was like, I think it's was it Chrono Trigger that was like 60? I mean, not 60. It was like $90 when it came out, I think.
That's crazy. Someone said Phantasy
Star. It was $90
Star,
then.
Phantasy Star 2 released at $100.
I was gonna say there were some SNES games that were $100 when they released back then. So with inflation, if you know, calculate it for now, it's like the price of buying like a Switch Lite or something.
That's crazy.
So it's kind of funny. People are like, "Oh, games are expensive." I'm surprised that they have stayed so cheap for so long, honestly.
Yeah,
especially with how bloated development has gotten.
It's really, really wild. Sonic and Knuckles was $89 at Toys R Us.
$90? How much was the console?
That's crazy. I don't know how much the Genesis was.
What was the price of the Genesis? $80,000?
What?
SUV? I hate Google AI.
Jesus Christ.
It was around $190 to $200. And then it dropped with bundled deals later to like $100 to compete with Nintendo.
Oh, yeah.
So 89, it was $200.
That must have been why Sega fell out of the console business. They were pricing their consoles at $80,000.
Yeah, so a Sega Genesis would have costed a little bit over $500 today.
Damn.
If you got it when it launched.
So, like, consoles today, basically. That makes sense. And
Did you hear about Donkey Kong was like $2,000 to buy on the Switch?
What?
Yeah. Even the demo cost $80 to play it.
Donkey Kong?
Yeah, the new Donkey Kong game.
$2,000.
Yeah.
Sleepy, what?
I can't believe Nintendo's like raising their... It's just despicable what they're doing.
Wow, this is crazy. I can't do anything anymore. No one can indulge in their hobbies. Sleepy, you'd be really, really good at gaslighting because you're really, really good at saying things a very matter-of-fact way.
See, it's funny because I was posting about that on Twitter. I joked that, like, Donkey Kong was, like, $800 to buy at GameStop, and I had people, genuinely my replies, like, upset, like, God, this is what's wrong with me. They weren't even bots. They were genuine, real people that were, like, upset because I said... And I kept making more fake photoshops, like, showing, like, Walmart that it was $900 at Walmart. And they're like, is this real? And I was like, I couldn't. That's when I realized that I couldn't rage bait because I was genuinely just, like, so disappointed. I was so, like, disappointed. I'll have to send you the thread. It genuinely gives me, like, physical pain.
That's really, really fucking funny. It is kind of crazy for me to, like... because games have been like $50-$60 for a while now, and I remember somebody mentioned like Modern Warfare 2. They're like, you should play Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. And so I looked at it on Steam, and it was like $80. I was like, whoa. You want me to pay $80 for literal poop from a butt, bro? That's crazy, and that's not even with like any DLC or characters or anything.
Yeah, no, it's a scam, and they release them every year, and they're just garbage. They're not even finished games.
Yeah.
There you go. Check that out. The demo is $70, and then you can look at their replies, and there's some genuinely upset people, like, upset about it.
They do have Beavis and Butthead in the new Modern Warfare, though, so that's pretty cool.
Well, I think they took them out.
They took them out? Why?
I think it's like
Fortnite, where they like do DLC characters.
I think it's like you could use them in all the games. Then people were like, I don't want to play with Skeletor or Beavis and Butthead. So they said, okay, we'll go back to just like military stuff. So then in the newest game, you can't use Beavis and Butthead anymore. I think. I don't know if they did it, but they said it after Battlefield. I think did well, and they're like, shoot, nobody wants to be Weed Gun Snoop Dogg anymore.
No, why even play then?